51 on the year. Oxford Hills is 11-5. Matt Bell will join Gilson with you here at Oxford Hills Comprehensive High School. Matt Fleming was injured a couple of weeks ago. Looks like he's going to be back for this one, and he played a close game earlier in the year.
Yeah, Fleming is back, and I see probably why he rolls his ankles, since he's got lower tops on there, so there's not much support in those shoes, but maybe that's comfortable for him. So he's back in action tonight in the game that they played, which seems to always be the case when they play Edward Middle. With a 4:52 buzzer beater by C.J. Gibson, hit a 3-point shot at the buzzer, I believe, to knock off Oxford Hills. No matter how good either team is, this is like their rivalry. Oxford Hills always plays EL tight. No matter if Oxford Hills is number 1 and EL is 8, or vice versa. This is always one of the better games of the season. Both teams get fired up for it, whether it's home or away. So I think Brew will be in for a very close game tonight.
We'll have more on the way here from Oxford Hills Comprehensive High School. Oxford Hills, Edward Middle, in Big City in the Ox, and worldwide at MBR.org for the video stream. We'll be back. Of course, keep it here for the video stream action. We're at Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth. Visit them online, mechanicssavingsbank.com. Moody's Collision Center. Moody's with 11 locations in Maine and all the snow and ice. You better take the Moody's, especially if you get hit by an oil truck or something. Online at moodyscollision.com. And daily scores live and on-demand video and audio. And get ready for the tournament. The tournament starts next week, and the tournament firms are already ready and fired up and ready to go. Sports team at MBR.org. I mean, that's the resource for sports online at MBR.org. This Thunder Brewing Company pregame show. They're open 7 days a week, starting at 6 a.m. Find their beer, breakfast, dinner menus online at SundayRiverBrewingCompany.com. Timeouts are brought to you by Affordable Water Treatment of Maine Rate on Pro. This timeout for water break brought to you by them. Offers of both residential and commercial water treatment and radon air mitigation services. Just one call. They treat it all online at AffordableWaterTreatmentofMaine.com. The lineups will be brought to you by Maine Athletic Fundraising. The right choice for your fundraising needs. No risk, no upfront cost, no don'ts. Find out how they can help you today at MaineAF.com. Auburn Lewiston YMCA swim lessons. They're going on right now. All sorts of things to register for. Get signed up at ALYMCA.org or call 795-4095. Also, the University of Southern Maine Summer Games registration now open. Basketball, soccer, ice hockey, and much, much more. Find the registration links online at usm.maine.edu and search summer camps, or find the links at mbr.org. Video stream is presented by OA, the Ortho Access Clinic, Maine's first urgent care walking clinic. Immediate assessment and treatment supports accident-related injuries. Open 6 days a week for hours. Visit orthoaccess.com. And with that, we'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll have more on the way. About 5 minutes away from tip-off, Edward Little, Oxford Hills, Central Maine Community College Hammond Lumber Game of the Week on Maine's Big Z 92.7, the Ox, 96.9 AM, 1450. Video stream worldwide, presented by OA at MBR.org. Hanging out for the Sunday River Brewing Company pregame show. Open 7 days a week, starting at 6 a.m. Their warm, gooey donuts are waiting for you. Find their beer, breakfast, and dinner menus online at SundayRiverBrewingCompany.com. We'll have the lineups momentarily for you. Of course, the lineups are brought to you by Maine Athletic Fundraising. Maine Athletic Fundraising, the right choice for your fundraising needs. No risk, no upfront costs, no minimums. Find out how they can help you today at MaineAF.com. Auburn Lewiston YMCA has registration for all sorts of different sports this winter, including swimming. Get signed up now. Get the info at alymca.org or call 795-4095. Also, registration is open for the University of Southern Maine summer camps. Basketball, soccer, ice hockey, and much, much, much more. Find the registration links online at usm.maine.edu. and search summer camps, or find the link directly. Just go to mbr.org. In the Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth, Matt Beltwell, John Gilson with you here. Team's getting warmed up. I like the Edward Little warm-ups, the sleeveless Jordan hoodies. I like that. That's different. That's unique.
1950s pants.
They still keep those Indiana Hoosiers pants.
Yeah.
They do. That's a staple. Those are not going anywhere, of course. Just a couple of weeks away from the tournament. Of course, we'll have all sorts of action from Augusta. We'll have all sorts of action from Portland as well. Tournament links are all up for each site, Augusta, Bangor, and Portland. Just go to mbr.org for more information on that. What are you looking for here for your Oxford Hills tonight to stay in this ball game and get a win on senior night?
Rebounds and turnovers. Limit your turnovers and get on the boards. If you can do that, this will be your game to lose. If you start having a lot of turnovers and start allowing this very talented EL team to get second, third, fourth chance opportunities, you're going to be in for a very long night. So those are the two things that I'd like to see Oxford Hills focus on.
For Edward Little, I think for them, I don't know what it is, but it always seems like they just manage to pull them out. It's like the Giants and the Patriots. Like Edward Little's like like the Oxford Hills Giants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they always pull out those close games, and be interesting tonight to see how Edward Little does here on the road. Of course, we'll try to get you updates as well from the girls' game, as the Oxford Hills girls are on the road tonight at Edward Little. They'll be home tomorrow night, weather permitting, against Levitt. Boys will be on the road tomorrow night, weather permitting, against Levitt. Of course, we'll have more information on that. Stay up to date on the latest for the tournament at mbr.org. Just a few minutes away from tip-off. Video stream can be found online at mbr.org. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just look for MBR Sport. You get notifications right when we go live.
This is Fleming selling 50-50 tickets.
Welcome back. Central Maine Community College Hammond Lumber Game of the Week on Maine's Big Z 92.7, the Ox 96.9 at AM 1450. Worldwide at mbr.org. Almost time for the lineups. I'll let the PA guy take it in just a moment. Second time I've let the PA guy take it today. Mrs. Fleming selling the 50-50 ticket, so you know it's a big game. Not a lot of empty seats here tonight for senior night.
0 empty parking spots.
There are definitely 0 empty parking spots. That's correct.
I have a new pet peeve, Maddie. Goes along with my long. It's the people that back into parking spots and take up 3.
Well, that happens all the time. It especially happens here. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
And with that, it's time to get rolling. The lineups will be coming up very shortly. Of course, the lineups are just announced. John, you want to go over the starters again one more time?
Sure.
And then also hand me your pen so I can write them down, maybe? Thank you.
For EL, we have Tyler Moore and CJ Gibson, Jared Norcross Plord, Samatar Eamon, and Darby Shea. For the Vikings, we have Cole Varia, Matt Fleming, Chris St. Pierre, Yannick Lutska, and Atreyu Keniston.
And with that, we will get ready to go. Fleming will tip it up. Thank you very much. Video stream is online at MBR.org. Fleming and Ford get away with it. It's tipped up into the front court, saved there for a second by Luxa, but it ends up into the hands of Iman. Gets it up top to Morin. Morin swings it around the perimeter. Gibson's going to take a long three to start it, and Edward Little breaks the seal early, 3-0.
He's somebody that you can't lose track of. He's a very good three-point shooter, and he was wide open right there.
Fleming working it around to Luxka, back over to Luxka now. Luxka drives into the paint, now off to St. Pierre. St. Pierre up the top of the key, works around a screen, gets it over to Verrier. Verrier, the senior. Fleming with a step back three, can't get it to go. Keniston fights for the rebound and can't save it. Iman with a rebound. Up ahead to Morin in the front court. Oxford Hills trails Edward Little 3-0, just underway here at Oxford Hills Comprehensive High School. Iman out at the top of the key, now over to Gibson, back over to Norcross Plord. Shea against Luska, nice spin move, and that's going to be a travel. Too nice of a spin move, if you will. 3-0 Edward Little, 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Can't switch those pivot feet.
They do not allow that. It's frowned upon. St. Pierre's going to drive, gets it off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound, Keniston and St. Pierre fought for it, tried to put it back up, could not get it to ride. Back the other way comes Edward Little. Iman gets trapped on the side. Up top to Morin. Now to Norcross floor. Down low, Iman wide open. Hoop in the harm. 5-0 Edward Little, 6:38 remaining in the first quarter. Not the start Oxford Hills wanted.
There was a little back screen there by EL to get Iman kind of wide open underneath. And Verrier was able to get back, but he wasn't able to stay on his feet and stay straight up when he tried to block that shot, and Iman was able to get the end one.
Free throw's no good. 5-0 Edward Little, 6:35 remaining in the first quarter. St. Pierre into the front court. Being guarded by Shea. That's a good matchup on the dribble drive. Verrier being guarded by Morin. Gets cut off, gets it over to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Gibson. Stops, steps through, can't find the handle, gets the ball back, gets knocked around, and lays it up and in.
Your Oxford Hills, that's really kind of a matchup disadvantage for EL, with Gibson being definitely 4 or 5 inches shorter than Matt Fleming.
They find Iman, who kicks it out to Shea. Shea can hit that from the outside, can't get that one to go. Rebound, however, taken away by Morin, who finds Norcross floored. 7-2, Eddies crash the board and get rewarded.
So we talked about pregame, Matty. One of the keys of the game will be the rebounding, and each time down the floor, EL's gotten an offensive board.
Get a foul called there. St. Pierre was aggressive going to the rack. Be the first foul of the game. Colton Carson into the ball game. Atreyu Keniston will sit down. Verrier will inbound. Gets it up top to St. Pierre. St. Pierre puts it on the floor. 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. 7-2 Edward Little over Oxford Hills. Now 7-4 is Cole Verrier with a pull-up jumper. Little thing of beauty. 7-4 Edward Little over Oxford Hills. 5:30 remaining in the first quarter.
Cole Verrier's got to keep looking for his shot.
Iman to Shea. Beautiful no-look pass, but Shea couldn't get the finish. Rebound Fleming out to Lukska. Lukska picks up his dribble, in trouble, gets it to Fleming. Fleming not in trouble, drives in off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound, Carson takes it away. St. Pierre for three to tie, in and out, no good. Rebound, Carson, 2 in a row. St. Pierre one more time, no! And you get a foul on Norcross Plord, and it will stay here. Colton Carson providing some solid energy off the bench for the Vikings.
Yeah, great spark by Colton Carson to come in. Oxford Hills was down a little flat, and he came in and got 2 big offensive rebounds. St. Pierre just wasn't able to knock a couple of those threes down.
7-4, Oxford Hills trails Edward Little. Fleming can't get it to go. Carson with another offensive rebound. He gets blocked by Norcross Plord. Verrier for 3, no. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it goes off of Morin.
Got to give Carson a couple Tommy points there. That's 3 offensive rebounds here in a row.
Verrier inbounded to Carson, now up top to St. Pierre. 7-4 Edward Little, 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Verrier with a pullback, no good. Rebound, St. Pierre, foul on Carson.
Carson got a little greedy there, wanted his 4th offensive board and kind of pushed, was it Plord in the back, I think?
Yeah, going for the Rodman there. 4:45 remaining in the first quarter, 7-4 Edward Little over Oxford Hills. 2
officials, you can get away with that 3, it's tough.
We have the Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile for you at the half. 3 seniors we haven't done yet will be done today. Morin with the basketball. Works it around the perimeter. St. Pierre almost had a steal. Got it up top to Gibson. Now Gibson wide open. Morin wide open down low. Lays it up and in, 9-4. Great look from Gibson to find the open Morin down on the low block.
They're doing a lot of back screens, Maddie, and cutting away from the ball. And Oxford Hills is not seeing man in ball, which is resulting in those easy layups.
Fleming with a tough shot. No good. Rebound Norcross Plord, and that was a forced shot. Pass over to Gibson. Now they get Morin down low again. Over to Iman. They find Norcross Plord, but Lukska with a sneaky block knocks it out of bounds. Kenniston's going to come back in. Fleming's going to come out. Gibson inbounds to Iman. 3:55 remaining in the first quarter. 9-4, Edward Little over Oxford Hills. Iman into the corner for Gibson. Gibson looking to get it into the corner for Iman. He fires a three. No good. Rebound Kenniston. Vikings down 9-4. Fleming's going to come back in. Got a quick talking to, I believe, about defense. Kenniston on the line. Offensive foul.
It's 2 on him, I think. That's a big foul if that is 2 on him.
Lukska coming out. No, that's his first foul. He came out of the game without a foul the first time.
Oh.
Which I found odd, but it did, seem to work out okay. Might have protected him from that second one. Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile coming up at the half. Bessie Motors player of the game coming up at the end of the game. Norcross Plord with it being guarded by Kenniston. Hands it off to Shea. Shea being guarded by Carson. Shea lost it, and Carson took it away. Carson with 3 offensive rebounds and a steal. St. Pierre almost lost the handle. And taken away there as the pass was intended for Fleming. Gibson can't get the layup. Gibson has been a thorn in the side of Oxford Hill sports for years, so the student section has no problem giving him something. Blocking foul is going to be called on Gibson. He does not like the call, but his feet were moving. Mike Adams wants to know the call, too.
Easily a flop in my opinion, but
Spencer Strong in the ball game. He'll inbound. Gets it to Verrier. Now to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Gibson. Over to Verrier. Verrier at the elbow. Now to Strong. Gets it over to Verrier. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. 9-4, Edward Little over Oxford Hills. Verrier tries to work around a screen from Kenniston. Kenniston puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Fleming. Fleming works around a screen from Carson. He'll take a long three. No good. Rebound, Carson. That's 4. Pass for Fleming is picked up by Norcross Plord. Up to Iman. Lay in. No good. Rebound. Verrier can't save it. Goes out of bounds.
Carson is putting up some huge minutes here. And giving Oxford Hills a lot of opportunity here. They only got 4 points, but you would think eventually these second, third chance opportunities that Carson's creating will start to fall down.
Grant Hartley coming into the ball game. Also into the ball game is Wal Mai Wen, who just traveled, but he's a fantastic bench player for Edward Little. Of course, many of you have probably seen his crazy dunk that went viral. The follow-up, it was a really unique play. Strong loses it, gets it back, gets it to Verrier. Verrier's going to fire a long three. No good. Rebound, Mai Wen. Iman, Shea for 3. No good. Rebound, Iman. Finds Norcross Plord, who had knifed in. Lays it up and in. Scott Graffin wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. Minute 54 remaining in the first quarter. Edward Little 11, Oxford Hills 4. Maine's Big Z in the Ox. Worldwide video stream at MBR.org. Keeping it right here in the Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth. A reminder that your video stream is brought to you by Ortho Access. Ortho Access in Portland is Maine's first urgent care walk-in clinic for immediate assessment and treatment of sports and activity-related injuries. They're open 6 days a week. For hours, visit orthoaccess.com. Welcome back. 11-4. Oxford Hills trails Edward Little on senior night here at Oxford Hills Comprehensive High School. Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile coming up at halftime. A minute 54 remaining in the first quarter. 3 team fouls apiece for each squad. The possession arrow favors Oxford Hills currently. Strong to Fleming. Fleming for three out of the timeout. Rattles it home. Whatever Scott Graffam said must have worked. 11-7. Oxford Hills trails Edward Little.
Probably take better shots.
Might have been it. Shea works around the perimeter now over to Iman. Iman shakes and bakes, drives in on Verrier, lays it up, lays it in. Great move by Iman.
Really got to focus on that help side defense, Matty. They're not seeing man and ball, and they're just, kind of face guarding all their players. And when one of their players go by the defense, they're not able to get help.
Fleming gets blocked. Carson with another rebound. That's 5 for him on the offensive boards. Verrier lost it. Gets it down low to Keniston, who lost it. And now Shea takes it up ahead. Behind his back, lay in, up and in, and the foul.
Oh, we call that a foul?
Wow.
We called it after. Oh, I guess they called it goaltending.
Oh, it was a goaltend because he hit the rim. Okay. I guess they were just counting it. It was very similar to the and one, but no, that was not the case. It was just a basket interference, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
15-7, Edward Little with the lead over Oxford Hills. A minute remaining in the first quarter. St. Pierre, aggressive, kicks it out to Verrier. Verrier puts it on the floor. Now swings it over to St. Pierre. St. Pierre in front of the Edward Little bench, dribbles it up to the top of the key. Now over to Verrier. He's in front of the student section. He's got a straight shot. Goes up against Hartley, and it goes out of bounds. It'll remain Oxford Hills basketball.
I never understood, Matty, when a player goes up and there's contact, it's either offensive or it's a defensive foul.
Right. It's got to be something.
It's got to be something if there's contact.
Long three-pointer from Verrier's good.
Verrier makes him pay for that no call because he definitely was hit. So there was contact of some sort.
15-10, Oxford Hills trails Edward Little. Norcross floor to the basketball. Over to Shea. Cross-court pass. That's going to go to Morin. Wen had it for a little bit. Now gets it back up top to Morin with under 10 seconds remaining. Morin kicks it down low to Hartley. Ball's on the floor. Morin gets it. Wen off the glass. No good. Rebound Verrier. Ball is loose. Goes off of Keniston's head. Hits his head twice. But that keeps Edward Little from taking a final shot. Edward Little jumps out early, 15-10 over Oxford Hills. We'll be back in 1 minute for the second quarter here on Maine's Big Z and the Ox in MBR.org. Again, I want to thank the fine sponsors of this video stream, Moody's Collision Center with 11 locations in Maine. You better take it to Moody's online at moodyscollision.com. We're in the Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth. Check them out online, mechanicsavingsbank.com. Timeouts are brought to you by Affordable Water Treatment of Maine. They offer both residential and commercial water treatment and radon air mitigation services. Just one call, they treat it all. Find them online at affordablewatertreatmentofmaine.com. University of Southern Maine summer camps registration now open. Go to usm.maine.edu and search summer camps or find the direct link at mbr.org. Get ready to start the second quarter here. Join you on the radio side in just a moment. Of course, if you're looking for us on the radio dial, it's 92.7 FM, 96.9 FM, AM 1450. Worldwide at mbr.org. You can find the audio and video streams there. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Vikings working around the perimeter, down 15-10. St. Pierre to Verrier on a nice post play down low to Fleming, and a good piece of ball movement sets it up for Fleming to put it in. 15-12. Edward Little leads just underway here in the second quarter.
That was a great backdoor by Verrier as the defense stepped up on him and he was able to just slip it into Fleming.
Shea for three, long, nothing but net. 18-12. Edward Little. Fleming gets it on the baseline. Gets it down low to Keniston. Up, and can't get the bucket, but he will go to the line, shoot a pair.
Fleming does have to be careful because he could pick up a cheap offensive foul as Gibson's trying to get it every time he has the ball.
Well, and you know Coach Adams will get one of those calls.
Yes.
At least.
Fleming didn't get the last one called on him, but I think he was pretty close on this one that just happened.
Keniston hits the first free throw. 18-13, Edward Little with the lead. 7:14 remaining in the first half. Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile coming up at halftime. Keniston's second free throw was good. Edward Little and Oxford Hills brought their student sections.
Yes.
7:10 remaining in the first half, 18-14, Edward Little over Oxford Hills. Gibson has it, now out to Morin. Back to Gibson. Gibson gets double teamed. Now he goes down low to Iman, who hands it off to Norcross Port. Keniston's going to get called for the foul. You knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
That'll be Keniston's second.
And that was from about 40 feet away with an official 3 feet away.
The official 3 feet away confirmed it, though. He shook his head yes.
Well, then why didn't he blow his whistle?
The other one might have been a little too quick. Oh. First free throw, no good, though. Second free throw is good. 19-14. Edward Little with the lead over Oxford Hills. 6:50 remaining in the first half. A week from today, we'll be at the Augusta Civic Center. Fleming for three, no good. Looked good. Carson almost had a rebound, but it went so fast, it went right between his legs. Iman goes around and goes on the outside.
Wanted a foul, but Fleming, I don't even think touched him. Just made him take that one extra step to the side, and that step put him out of bounds.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Working into Fleming at half court. To Carson. Now to Fleming on the give and go. He's going to drive in, go up, and get the bucket.
Get the ball to Matt Fleming because he's not really been stopped when he takes it to the hoop.
19-16. Edward Little leads Oxford Hills. 6:20 remaining in the first half. Norcross Plord puts it up and in. Good ball movement by Edward Little. St. Pierre into the front court. It's 21-16. Oxford Hills trails Edward Little. Fleming to Carson. Carson gets it over to St. Pierre. He's going to fire a long one for three. Good. 2-point lead for Edward Little. 5:55 remaining in the first half. Business picking up.
Yeah, high-scoring game.
Into the high block. They go down low for Gibson. He got crunched by Carson. He's going to have to earn his two at the line the hard way with 5:45 remaining in the first half.
Oxford Hills is in that zone, and I don't know how much longer Coach Grafton could stay in that zone as EL is just picking them apart by just waiting until the defender turns his head, and then the offensive player is just stepping in, and that's what you saw there with Gibson. He waited until Carson turned around. He stepped in, and Carson was behind him.
Second free throw is good. Boys basketball action over on 100.7 The Ox. Dirigo defeated Mountain Valley 64-51. Girls game will be up next. That'll be on 100.7 The Ox and MBR.org. St. Pierre goes in. Can't get a bucket. He's on the floor. He got stepped on. Fleming gets the hoop and the harm. All sorts of action on that play. 23-21 Edward Little. Fleming to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Gibson's got his fifth, and he is not happy about it.
Just got his third foul. Fleming's free throw rattles around and out. Shea with a rebound. Shea into the front court. Norcross Plord traveled. 23-21, Edward Little with the lead over Oxford Hills. 5:23 remaining in the first half. Matt Boutwell, John Gilson with you here at Oxford Hills Comprehensive High School. Title Farnham on the camera. John Governale keeping us on the air back at the station. St. Pierre into the front court. Left hand, right hand, goes up, lays it up. Can't get it to go. Tipped out. Fleming thought he was going to have it. Morin took it away. Morin's going to lay it up. Blocked by Fleming. No. We're going to watch the replay. And I'll tell you how it was. I'm waiting on the replay right now. It's catching up with us. Looked like it was on the way up. It was close. And if you're an athletic kid in Maine, you're probably not going to get that call.
Exactly.
5 minutes remaining in the first half. 25-21. Oxford Hills trails Edward Little. St. Pierre fade away in the paint. Can't get it to go. Rebound Fleming goes up against Mywen and will get fouled. 4:52 remaining in the first half. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. 25-23, Edward Little leads Oxford Hills. 4:45 remaining in the first half. Darby Shea from long range, no good. Rebound fought for, tipped around. Norcross Port almost got it in on the tip. Iman gets it on the offensive board. Shea with the basketball now. He gets it over to Mai Wen. He stops, crosses over, picks it up, gets it over to Shea, over to Iman. Now on the baseline for Norcross Port, back to Iman on the nice cut. And that'll be an offensive foul. Good play there by St. Pierre to camp out in the lane. 4:25 remaining in the first half. Oxford Hills looking to tie it, down 2. Or take the lead. Apparently there's going to be a substitution.
No, they called 1-1, but it's an offensive foul, so there's no 1-1.
Oh, okay. There you go. St. Pierre gets it into the front court. St. Pierre, Luxka, Carson, Verrier, and Fleming for Oxford Hills. Shea, Morin, Mai Wen, Norcross Port, and Iman for Edward Little. Fleming off the bank. We're tied at 25.
Fleming has a lot of points. He's got 15 of the 25 points.
Shea to Morin. Now, and they once again find an open guy on the baseline. That's Mai Wen. And John, you mentioned it. That backdoor cut killing the Vikings right now. 27-25, Edward Little with a 2-point lead. St. Pierre into the front court. Over to Verrier. Verrier has to pick up the dribble. Into the corner for St. Pierre for 3 in the lead. Vikings 28, Edward Little 27, 3:35 remaining in the first half. Iman thought about taking the 3. Luxka closes out quickly. Morin drives in. Over to Norcross Port. Crowd want travel, didn't get it. Iman for 3, too strong. Rebound Carson. 7 rebounds for Colton Carson. Fleming into the front court. St. Pierre, long range, looks good, is good. Chris St. Pierre is fired up, and it's 31-27 Vikings.
You know you're feeling it when you pull up from where Chris St. Pierre just pulled up, because that was a deep 3.
He pulled up from the student section. Iman gets Carson in the air. Drives baseline. Gets it to Mai Wen. Now over to Norcross Port. He's going to go up against Fleming and gets it to go.
Fleming had a great opportunity to take the charge there, and he tried blocking it.
31-29 Oxford Hills. Verrier working around the Fleming screen. Morin with good defense. Over to Fleming now. Fleming, step back 3. Too strong. Rebound Morin.
Oxford Hills, I don't know why you wouldn't want to take it to Chris St. Pierre's side on that one. He's hit 2 in a row.
I'd give it to St. Pierre until he starts missing. Shea for 3. No good. Rebound Fleming. I'm old-fashioned like that. It's like NBA Jam. When the ball's on fire, give it to him. St. Pierre for 3.
Oh.
No. See? Ball's not on fire anymore.
No.
Okay. There was your heat check.
Coach Craft doesn't like it, but I mean, when you hit 2 in a row, especially that last one that he was on that red line pretty far back, you got to at least let him try one more.
Might as well check it out, 31-29 Oxford Hills. Mai Wen in the high post. Down low to Hartley. Blocked by Fleming with the left hand. Hartley with a rebound. 3 seconds.
There it is.
Hartley can only stay in there so long.
Boutwell wearing his zebra shirt tonight.
I actually counted to 3. It's amazing. We'll take a quick timeout on the radio side of things. Oxford Hills 31, Edward Little 29. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Ox and Maine's Big Z. Video at MBR.org. Reminder at halftime, we have the Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile for you. Try to get scores from around the state as well. Of course, if you see scores out there, put them out on Twitter. Hashtag MESports. Your tweet will show up right at the front of MBR.org. Welcome back. It's the Central Maine Community College Hammond Lumber Game of the Week on Maine's Big Z 92.7, the Ox 96.9 and AM 1450. Video stream worldwide at MBR.org, and that's presented by OA. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little 31-29. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. St. Pierre, Fleming, Kenniston, Strong, and Lukska for the Vikings. Norcross, Plord, Morin, Hartley, Maiwen, and Iman for Edward Little. Nice give and go there. Fleming, Lukska, good. 33-29 Vikings.
Great backdoor play, drew up by Coach Graff from there out of a timeout. He notices that EO was playing up-tempo defense and drew up that nice backdoor, 1-4 high.
Edward Little working it around the perimeter. Iman gets it to Maiwen. The athletic Maiwen goes over the top of Strong, and Strong is going to get called for a foul.
Good foul, I guess.
I guess so.
It's one of those, if you're EL, you don't want him to blow the whistle because Strong hit the deck.
16 fouls on Oxford Hill, 7 on Edward Little. Norcross Plord can't get it to go, but Maiwen doesn't get blocked out, and it's 33-31. Vikings by 2. St. Pierre being guarded by Norcross Plord. Now over to Strong. Strong puts it on the floor with a right hand, picks up his dribble. He's going to need to pick it up. Gets it to Fleming. Fleming in the lane, down low to Kenniston. Gets fouled. That'll be Hartley. Minute 3 remaining in the first half, and Kenniston will go back to the line and shoot a pair.
Foul shots are big every night, Matty, but tonight especially because I think there's going to be a very close game if both teams keep playing the way they are.
You know it's a big game when there's 2 officers in the building. Free throw's good. Hartley takes a seat. Shea back in. Second free throw is good. Carson back in. Colton Carson has had some great minutes here. Minute remaining in the first half. Vikings 35, Edward Little 31. Look for a little bit like Edward Little is going to run away with it, but back the other way. They find Shea on the backdoor cut. He can't quite corral it. He gets it to Norcross Plord. They work it around. Morin with it over to Iman. Good defense there from the Vikings. Maiwen puts it on the floor, lost it, got it back. He's going to fire it. Line drive jumper, no good. Rebound Carson. That's his 8th of the half.
He is a rebounding machine.
30 seconds remaining in the first half. Vikings 35, Edward Little 31. Over to Verrier now. St. Pierre. Fleming. Over to Luke's. He's going to fire it long. I think he got the wrong time. Shot's no good. Iman, long range. No good. Verrier shot does hit a cheerleader, but she seems to be no worse for the wear. Pretty good first half of play. 35-31. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile on the Ox, Maine's Big Z, and MBR.org. Hanging out in the Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth for halftime. Oxford Hills 35, Edward Little 31. Auburn Lewiston YMCA has youth swim lessons and much, much more coming around the corner. Registration is continuing now. For more information, go to alymca.org or call 795-4095. The pregame show today was brought to you by Sunday River Brewing Company. They're open 7 days a week, starting at 6 a.m. Find their beer, breakfast, and dinner menus online at SundayRiverBrewingCompany.com. University of Southern Maine summer camps. Registration now open for those. They got basketball, soccer, ice hockey, and much, much more. Find the registration links at usm.maine.edu and search summer camps or find the links at mbr.org. Maine Athletic Fundraising is your lineup sponsor. They're also the right choice for your fundraising needs. No risk, no upfront cost, no minimums. Find out how they can help you today at maineaf.com. Did you win the 50-50, John? Or?
No, but it's $190 to the winner.
It's not quite Chever's Thornton Academy a few years ago. But.
No. cheerleaders are going to spend all halftime putting these mats down.
They really are. They don't. Well, they're getting practice up for competition. It's all good. They need to. It's a good idea. Affordable Water Treatment of Maine. Maine Radon Pro is your timeout sponsor. They offer both residential and commercial water treatment and radon air mitigation services. Just one call, they treat it all. They're online at affordablewatertreatmentofmaine.com. MBR.org. Find daily scores, live and on-demand video and audio, and support your team. Go to MBR.org, Maine's best resource for sports. Your home for the 2017 MPA State Basketball Championships. All the action, all the time. Our presenting sponsor for our video coverage is OA. OA's Ortho Access Clinic in Portland is Maine's first urgent care walk-in clinic for immediate assessment and treatment of sports and activity-related injuries, and they're open 6 days a week. For hours, visit orthoaccess.com. Back on the radio side of things in just a few seconds. Welcome back. Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile. Time at the half as Oxford Hills leads Edward Little 35-31 in boys basketball action. Today's Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile, well, we're going to do the seniors. The three seniors we have not done yet. We've not done Ethan Burgoyne, Nathan Godbout, or Riley Gates.
Uh-huh.
We've done Cole Verrier. So, here we go. And I believe we've done Mr. Goodwin as well. So, We've not done these three. Nathan Godbout is a forward. His nickname is Cliff. Interesting. Graduating this year, he likes chicken Alfredo and math. Likes the Celtics, but his favorite player is unique and a really good player, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. Most memorable basketball experience is rolling his ankle trying to dunk at a JV game. That's a fun basketball experience. And he'll be pursuing an engineering degree after graduation.
Wow.
Good for him. Nathan Godbout having his senior night tonight. Ethan Burgoyne is a forward. He likes bacon and science.
Who doesn't like bacon?
I mean, come on. Can't really beat that. Favorite NBA team, the Celtics. Favorite NBA player is Paul George. Could Paul George be on the Celtics? A little Woj bomb today. Said the Celtics trying to make a move for him. We'll see if his favorite player could be on his favorite team soon. His most memorable basketball experience was playing unified basketball and helping the mentally challenged have fun with that. And he'll be attending the University of Maine Orono to pursue a degree in chiropractic care after graduation. Riley Gates is a guard. He likes salmon, and he likes math and science. Likes the Celtics and Isaiah Thomas. Good for you, Riley. Way to like the hometown team. Most memorable basketball experience is winning in overtime during a JV game, and he is also looking to become an engineer after graduation. These kids know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Your Oxford Federal Credit Union player profile on Riley Gates. Ethan Burgoyne and Nathan Godbout was brought to you by Oxford Federal Credit Union with offices in Norway and Mexico. Find out more today at ofcu4u.com. We'll take a break. If you're watching on the video side of thing, we'll let the cheerleaders take it away for you. We'll be back in just a few minutes here on the Ox and Maine's Big Z. Welcome back. If you're watching on the video side of things, good performance there by the Oxford Hills cheerleaders here at the half on senior night. Extended halftime show. Extended pregame and extended halftime today.
Yeah.
John, I know you love that.
A lot of extending.
Big fan of that. Big fan. They're doing a good job of getting those mats off the floor, though. They're being real quick about that. It's kind of fun to watch everybody try to take those things apart.
But when you're an athlete, it's tough because you're used to playing, with the 10-minute, 12-minute halftime. Yeah. So now it's extended to, 15, 20. So you're just sitting in there, cooling down. Got to make sure that you come out. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams came out and they were a little sluggish, as it looks like they just added 6 minutes onto the clock. So that might help things a little bit. But they had a minute and a half, was it on there? Or was it 7.5?
7.5. They stopped it with like 7:39 left.
Gotcha. I thought it said a minute and a half.
It's like Oxford Hills girls now realizing that they left some tape on the one that they rolled up, so they rolled it up for no reason. Now she's like unrolling it. She's like, "Oh, do I really need to do that all over again?" This is really funny, actually, watching them do this. If you're watching on the video stream right now, this is fun, cheap entertainment. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little 35-31.
Yeah, these girls that weigh 75 pounds trying to flip over this huge man. The mat's taller than that girl right there in the middle.
It is. That's what's even funnier about it. It's great, but they're all teamed up. They're doing okay. That's 6 minutes remaining at halftime. Oxford Hills was trailing. They were actually down 9-4 there for a while, and I really thought Edward Little was going to blow them out of the building for a little bit there. Yep. It didn't look like any of the shots were falling for Oxford Hills, but really seemed like they got it together and started hitting some shots.
Yeah, definitely behind, Chris St. Pierre, Cole Verrier, and obviously Matt Fleming. They kind of put a boost. Matt continues to always score, but two major threes by Chris St. Pierre. Cole Verrier knocked down a three, so it was really a 9-point, bang, 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 and brought the Oxford Hills team back, and then they were able to take the lead over. So interesting to see, as we always see, Oxford Hills come out and have a very low-scoring third quarter, and that's something that you cannot have against this Edward Little team.
35-31, Oxford Hills leads Edward Little. Would someone send us a girl score, please? Maybe someone send us a girl score? Remember the old days when we could go anywhere and people would just send us the score? Oh, hold on. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got going on? End of the third quarter, Oxford Hills leads Edward Little 31-16 in girls basketball action.
Wow.
Looks like the Oxford Hills girls looking to clinch a spot in the KVAC title game. Do they still do the KVAC title game? And if they do, when is it?
I have no idea.
We did. No idea.
You're the broadcast guy.
Oh, yeah.
I just show up.
That's good. That's nice. That makes me feel confident.
I'm like Scalabrine. Just show up. Bring my knowledge.
We use that term very loosely.
Yep.
35-31, Oxford Hills leads Edward Little.
Go
ahead.
I saw a Scalabrini stat the other day. Remember how he said in his post-game NBA championship interview that, in 5 years, 10 years, then, I'll tell my kids I'll be a champ. I was the MVP. That was kind of the post that said that he was the leading scorer and was the MVP of that last Celtics championship. So, Scalabrini.
Hey, he knows what's going on. I mean, he could be a legend at some point, in some sort of way.
He's going to be the Tommy Heinsohn guy who's at every single promotional thing for the Celtics. Every time that you can get a promotional thing, it's always meet Tommy Heinsohn and shake his hand and get an autograph. That'll be Scalabrini. He'll be a Celtic for our life. And he'll be at everything. He's already taken over, right, for broadcasting.
Oh, yeah, he's been taking over the college. Yeah, he's been doing the road games that Tommy's not doing now and everything else.
So he's the next Tommy. It's going to be the Scally point.
Unless he gets into coaching. A lot of these guys get into coaching.
I don't know if he can coach.
He was coaching for a little bit with Golden State until Mark Jackson threw him under the bus, but I think that happened with a lot of Mark Jackson folks.
Yeah.
Happens. We'll be back for second half action coming up. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little 35-31. We are 1 week away from the high school basketball tournament in Augusta, Portland, and Bangor. We'll have more for you on that on the way. You're listening to the Ox, Maine's Big Z. It's the Central Maine Community College Him and Lumber Game of the Week. Video stream is presented by OA and can be found at mbr.org. So apparently, if you're watching on the video stream, we're at halftime. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little 35-31. Video stream is presented by OA. Apparently, I feel like you and I are pretty popular here. I feel like we've had some good broadcast crews here over the years. They've always been treated well. Palmer and Hebert tonight have a couch that they're broadcasting from at Dirigo. They're broadcasting from an actual couch at Dirigo.
Oh, my goodness. We're hated, obviously.
Obviously, we are not as highly thought of.
In the
as
beginning,
those two.
You had people that would bring you waters.
Oh yeah,
and hot
food.
dogs.
Oh yeah.
Now they're like, those bums
Oh
up
yeah,
in
good.
the crow's
Good.
nest.
Oh, nice of them to be here tonight.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is.
And they're always like, how come you're not videoing?
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. How come you don't have multiple camera views?
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we're at currently.
Palmer. Well, Palmer's a legend up there.
He really is.
He's got like 72 state championships
for baseball. Oh yeah.
And he's only 31 years old. And I don't know how he's got 72, but he's somehow managed to get 72.
He's figured it out.
So he's really a legend up there.
We're back on the radio side of things. Central Maine Community College Hammer Lumber Game of the Week. Maine's Big Z 92.7, the Ox 96.9 AM 1450, worldwide at MBR.org. If you weren't watching the video stream, you realize we were talking at the half about how our compadres up in Dixfield on 100.7 get to broadcast from a couch tonight. A courtside couch, mind you.
And we're in the
I found
Mechanic Savings Bank
Yeah.
crow's nest that we got to stand to see over the bars. These hard plastic seats. My back's killing me.
It's a hard knock life. Oxford Hills 35, Edward Little 31. Edward Little will get the ball to start the second half. Starters in for both squads. Ted Moshe is going to come clean up a water spot. I do not believe that's from anybody's diaper, which, that was a couple of weeks ago. Did I tell you that I was asked by the Morton family? They're like, any diapers on the court tonight? I'm like, no, there are no diapers on the court tonight.
What happened to the days where no food or drink allowed in the gym?
That's right. I'm really concerned about that spot right there. Looks like we're about to get ready to get underway. Morin into the front court. Over to Norcross Plord. Iman being guarded by Verrier. Looks like Oxford Hill's going to stay in his zone. Gibson to Norcross Plord. Goes up against Keniston. Gets by him and lays it up and in. 35-33. Oxford Hills by 2.
Plord, the highest scorer for EL with 13 points.
It's been a quiet 13 points, but 13 nonetheless. Down low to Fleming on the baseline. Goes up, off the glass, gets it to go. 37-33, Oxford Hills, 7:20 remaining in the third quarter.
17th on that, Fleming.
Be all sorts of competition tonight for the Bessie Motors player of the game. Iman to Norcross Plord looking for his 15th point. Rattles out. Rebound Keniston. Barrier, Fleming, Lukska being guarded by Iman. He gets around a screen. He's going to take a pull-up jumper. Looked good. Wasn't, though. Norcross Plord almost threw it away. Shea ends up with it. Shea almost lost it. Morin with the basketball. Kicks it over to Iman. He's open for three. Instead, he's going to get it back to Morin. Morin down low to Norcross Plord. Keniston tried to draw the charge. Couldn't. Norcross Plord has his 14th and 15th points. 37-35 Oxford Hills. Over Edward Little, 6:30 remaining in the third quarter.
I don't know how many times EL is going to do that. I mean, every time down, that's where they go, is that backside step through.
Fleming, baseline jumper. No good. Rebound, Lukska. Out to St. Pierre. He's going to fire the three, and he got fouled by Norcross Plord on the follow-through, and that'll be 3 shots for St. Pierre.
I like that. A little bit of a flop, I think, but I like it.
That's a... Paul Pierce used to be really good at that, drawing the old
it wasn't
contact for the three.
Reggie.
Yeah. Reggie Miller was really good at that.
Paul Pierce played his last game.
Yeah.
At the Garden.
At the Garden. Unless he gets traded to the Celtics for some reason.
You think they'll do that?
There is a possibility that could happen because there's some deals that are going on out there right now with the Celtics. Basically, any big deal that has to happen, the Celtics are going to have to, like... And apparently a lot of folks are going to be saying ball don't lie right now as St. Pierre misses 2 free throws. Those could be big coming back to it. You talked about that earlier. But yeah, the Celtics are basically the one that have to like help everybody make deals because they're the ones with all the assets. Be interesting to see what happens to the Celtics over the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks from the trade deadline. We're 1 week away from the tournament up in Augusta.
Where's the NBA All-Star game this year?
I'm not sure.
Because it wasn't supposed to be in Charlotte?
It's supposed to be in North Carolina, but I think they moved it somewhere.
Yeah,
Stole it away.
That law.
Good defense there by Oxford Hills. They lead 38-35, 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. St. Pierre over to Verrier. Verrier around the screen, now gets up to center court. Being guarded by Moore in a battle of the threes. Over to Carson, who's in the ball game. He had 8 rebounds in the first half. That was taken away. Iman lays it up, lays it in. 38-37, Vikings up by 1. 5:40 remaining in the third quarter. St. Pierre with the left hand over to Fleming. Pull-up jumper just inside the two-point line. No good. He follows a shot, goes up with it, lays it up and in. Nice box out there by Keniston. Allowed Fleming to glide in and lay it down. 5:20.
That's the hard part when the defense always goes up for a block shot. They put themselves out of position to get the defensive rebound. And Fleming made him play on that one.
Gibson with a pull-up, no good. Rebound fought for between Norcross, Plord, and Fleming rips it away. Keniston over to St. Pierre. He's got a 1-on-3, so he'll wait for some help. Gets around a screen, drives in, gets it over to Fleming on the block, being guarded by Norcross Plord. Now to St. Pierre. He's going to drive in. Scoop shot up and in. 42-37 Vikings. 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Mike Adams wants to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Bessie Motors player of the game coming up later on today. Winner of that one will get a personal pizza Doze out on Route 26.
School's going to be canceled tomorrow, Matty?
That's what I hear. I think that's a pretty good possibility. I don't think my kids are going to go to school again. I'm glad they went on Tuesday for a little while.
Well, they didn't.
Well, no, they had the scheduled early today. So like if you do a delay, like what's the point? I guess the day wouldn't have even counted anyways.
I know superintendents have a very tough job, but Oxford Hills had school on Monday and then had an early release when it stopped snowing. And then they didn't cancel it the other day when the roads were terrible.
Never know what's going to happen. Out of the timeout, Vikings lead 42-37 over Edwin Little. It's Edwin Little basketball. Iman being guarded by Norcross Plord. By Carson. He gets it to Norcross Plord. He tries to get it to Wen, who's on the baseline, and goes out of bounds. The Oxford Hills Vikings basketball. 4:32 remaining in the third quarter. Crowd getting fired up. Grant Hartley going to come into the ball game.
I think Darby Shea's coming out. As Coach Adams was yelling Darby's name multiple times, and he couldn't hear it because the Oxford Hills faithful was so loud.
St. Pierre with the basketball. Under 4:20 remaining in the third quarter. 42-37 Oxford Hills. Keniston, Carson, no good. St. Pierre with a rebound. Can't get it, but gets a foul. St. Pierre will go to the line, shoot a pair. Rolls around and goes down. 43-37 Vikings. Stay tuned to the end of the game for the Bessie Motors player of the game. Second free throw too strong. Keniston and Carson fight for it. Keniston's going to get called for the reach-in. I never understand why they let the hand slapping go for the longest time, and then finally they decide, nope, that's enough. And it's always the big guy that gets caught for it every time.
Yep.
Every time.
That's 3 on him. Not to fear, Colton Carson is here, though.
Right. Iman drives in. Tries to push off Lukska. Gets it back. Lukska going to play tough defense upon him. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound fought for by Hartley. Can't get it to go. Norcross Plord with it. Too strong. Rebound. Fleming knocks it into the hands of Verrier.
Refs let him play on that.
43-37 Oxford Hills. 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. St. Pierre with a basketball. Just broke Gibson's ankles, but then he got his shot blocked. Hartley. This game getting very physical very quickly.
That's offensive. What do you call that?
They're going to call that a defensive foul.
He lowered his shoulder and went right in to Yannick.
3:17 remaining in the third quarter. Iman will go to the line.
Call it on Fleming?
No, they call it on Carson. That's his third.
It's his third, so two bigs are in foul trouble.
Stop me if you've heard that one for Oxford Hills before. That's been going on for years. Free throw, no good. I do want to shout out the kid in the Edward Little student section wearing the sailor hat. That's impressive. That's unique. Keniston comes in for Carson. 3:17 remaining in the third quarter. Oxford Hills 43, Edward Little 37. Free throw is good. 43-38. Vikings lead by 5. 3:16 remaining in the third quarter. Verrier with the basketball. Over to Strong. Strong drives baseline, lays it up. Finger roll, too strong. Keniston couldn't find the handle. It'll be Edward Little basketball. Nice move from Strong, but just a little too strong, if you will. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, 43-38 Vikings. Iman, top of the key, over to Norcross Plord. He puts it down to Shea, who gets it over to Hartley. Too strong for him, but Norcross Plord tips it up and in. 43-40 Oxford Hills.
So it's back two players, Matty, every single time.
Fleming got hit by Norcross Plord, no call. Crowd wanted one, as you heard. When doesn't the crowd want a call, though?
Right.
Verrier gets it to Fleming. Fleming puts it on the floor, now into the corner for for Strong. Back up top to Keniston. Now they're going to get Fleming in the high post, and that pass was too high. 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. Turnover for the Vikings, 43-40. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little in boys basketball.
I don't know what Fleming was thinking there. I didn't know if he think it was too high and he was going to go up the backboard, but he didn't even try to attempt to get that ball.
Iman, in front of the Oxford Hill student section. Swing pass over to Shea in front of Coach Adams for three. No good. Rebound. Punched out by St. Pierre. He gets it to Lukska. St. Pierre with it into the front court. Norcross Plord tries to save it. Almost runs into a sweet grandmother in the front row.
She looks shocked.
She looks stunned. Inbounded to Fleming. He crosses over, drives into the lane, goes up, left hand, draws a foul. Minute 45 remaining in the third quarter. Oxford Hills 43, Edward Little 40. Matthew Fleming goes to the line to shoot a pair. Third team foul on Edward Little. Actually, yeah, there you go. Just waiting for a little bit there. I'm like, okay, we're going to do that? Okay. Free throw, too strong.
Oxford Hills will be up at least 10 if they hit their foul shots.
Second free throw is good. Instead, they're up 4. Minute 40 remaining in the third quarter. Iman goes around Lukska, drives in, stops, hesitation, spins. Shot's no good. Rebound Keniston. Iman takes it away. Hartley had it for a minute. Wen with it. Ball's all over the place, and Hartley ends up with the basketball. Shea with it now. Over to Norcross Plord. Swing pass to Iman. He's going to set. Fire. 3. Good. 1 point lead for the Vikings. A minute 15 remaining in the third quarter.
Iman couldn't believe he was so open there, and waited and had to take the shot because nobody really stepped up.
He was almost able to make dinner, set the table. Verrier with the basketball. Swings it over to St. Pierre. Takes a shot. Now he's going to fire the 3. No good. Rebound Lukska. Gets it to Fleming. Now swings it over to Verrier. Verrier thought about shooting it. He'll wait. Gets around a screen. Now he'll shoot it. Shot's no good. And I believe Norcross Plord knocked it off of Hartley. Edward Little is not excited with the call. Keniston did a good job of avoiding the ball. That was like ultimate dodgeball. And now the trailing official is going to jump in.
Yeah. It'll be a jump ball.
Possession arrow favors Oxford Hills.
Ooh.
And they talk it over, and it'll stay with Oxford Hills. Mike Adams, not a fan of the call. Imploring his team to get with it. 46 seconds remaining. Inbounds play to St. Pierre is good. He was right on the low block. 46-43 Vikings.
15 points for St. Pierre, 19 for Matt Fleming.
Pass to Mai Wen is ripped away by Fleming. St. Pierre up ahead to Verrier. Back to St. Pierre for three. No good. Rebound. Lukska tapped it. Probably could have kept it. Iman goes up, and St. Pierre gets called for the foul.
St. Pierre not arguing, so
Must have got him.
it's tough for from our angle to see exactly if he got him or not.
I'll try to look at the replay here. Here we go. Yeah, he must have got him on the arm. First free throw is good. 46-44 now. Oxford Hills leads Edward Little by 2. Second free throw rolls around and out. Hartley with a rebound. Keniston got his 4th foul.
And I was just getting ready to say, if you're Coach Graffam, I think you'd want to take Keniston out here with 20 seconds to go.
Hartley's first free throw is good. Lukska will come in for Keniston. Well, actually, we'll be going with a smaller athletic lineup now. 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Hartley's second free throw is no good. Iman almost had the rebound, but Fleming comes away with it.
I thought he left early.
St. Pierre with it. 9 seconds now to Fleming. Lost it. Iman took it away. To Mai Wen. Puts it down in the foul! Whew.
That was a monster jam.
That was about the worst ending to a quarter that a team leading could possibly have. Turnover was caused by Plord. He kind of Norcross Plord. And then Mai Wen went right over the top of Lukska. Lukska, 5'10", 5'11". Didn't stand much of a chance at blocking that one.
You just got to get out of there. That's just a young player mistake there.
Free throw, however, no good. Tipped around. Lukska with a rebound. Edward Little takes the lead here in the third quarter. End of three quarters. 47 for Edward Little, 46 for Oxford Hills. We'll have the fourth quarter on the way. Maine's Big Z and the Ox, and MBR.org for the video.
Well, that takes the air out of the crowd.
Little bit. Gonna need a Matt Fleming throwdown or a block or something. Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Here on Maine's Big Z, 92.7, and the Ox, 96.9 AM 1450. Video stream worldwide at MBR.org. Edward Little took the lead on a dunk by Wal Mai Wen. You can see the highlight of that one after this. Try to get that one out on its own. Fleming gets the basketball to Carson, up and in.
Not a foul.
I don't know.
This got to be called both ways. We're at least should get some home cooking here.
48-47 Vikings. Iman. Gibson down low to Norcross Plord. Shot too strong. Iman with a rebound, no good. Back the other way comes Oxford Hills. 5 team fouls on Oxford Hills, 3 on Edward Little. Morin takes it away from Verrier. Shea for 3, good. Can't leave Darby Shea wide open, and Edward Little takes the lead, 50-48.
Got to get back on defense. You can't jog, you got to hustle.
St. Pierre works around a screen from Fleming. Now kicks it into the corner for Verrier. Back to Fleming. Oxford's going to win this game. Verrier's going to have to help St. Pierre and Fleming with the scoring. St. Pierre for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Fleming saves it. Gets it to St. Pierre. Good job by Fleming to get out of the post, too, and not get that 3-second call. 50-48, Edward Little. 6:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Verrier picks up his dribble, gets it to Carson. Carson with 3 fouls, gets it back to Verrier. Works around Fleming. Verrier lays it up and in.
Fleming setting a ton of ball screens.
Full timeout for Coach Graffam, and we're tied at 50. 6:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. A raucous crowd on senior night here at Oxford Hills Comprehensive High School. Let's see if we can get you a score for the girls' game. Oxford Hills girls were leading Edward Little pretty big at last check. Oxford Hills girls ended up hanging on to beat Edward Little 42-36.
It solidifies their #1 spot in a first-round bye. Which I think they really had it wrapped up anyways, because EL had 3 losses and was, it's hard to tell with those wonderful heel points that Jeff School's relatives put together. Love giving him credit for that awful system.
It's good for him.
He's proud of it.
He is. That's a legacy.
Yes, it is.
It is.
The school's legacy. A
Tied
system that nobody can figure out.
Tied at 50. 6:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. Well, at least they came up with that, not some silly ranking system. 5 team fouls on Oxford Hills, 3 on Edward Little.
Should do the coaches poll like college.
Really should.
AP poll.
I think we should do the media poll, like actual media.
Problem is the media is really biased.
You don't want to go with fake news or anything.
No.
Shea works it around, gets it over now, and Morin has it right in front of the student section. Gets it over to Iman.
Watch that.
A little, being patient. Student section, not so much. Morin on the baseline, gets it to Gibson in the paint. He goes down in the low block, goes up against Carson, blocked by Colton Carson.
That's a foul.
5:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Verrier with the basketball over to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Gibson. Fleming between the legs.
Reaching. How do you not call it?
That's a
They
block.
don't call it until Fleming hits the ground.
Gibson wants the
These fouls aren't
offensive
like
foul.
ticky-tack fouls. I know some people are watching, you can see it, the people on the radio, these fouls are not, just your, average, just little bump here and there. These are significant fouls.
If you were playing at like the YMCA at 5 o'clock in the morning, that ball goes out of bounds. No foul call. They just sets out of bounds.
Yeah.
If you're playing at YMCA at 5 in the morning and you're calling your own fouls, you're probably calling most of these fouls.
Yes.
Letting them play tonight. At least in this half. 50-50.
The problem is it's not consistent. So in the next 30 seconds, they'll call bumps and everything, and then they'll let everything go. So
it's tough to adjust your game when you don't know how that's going. Download who? Shea. Carson and Fleming scared him away, so he kicked it out. Shea can hit it from out there. Verrier jumps on him. Approaching 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. It's tied at 50. Oxford Hills and Edward Little. Boys basketball. Shea straight away. No good. Rebound. Hartley. Got to box him out. Get it to Iman in the corner. Edward Little's gotten a lot of second chance points today and a lot of second possessions. Iman in the paint. Edward Little takes the lead.
The zone breaks down very easily here for Oxford Hills. The players are going to be able to help and recover.
St. Pierre to Fleming. Fleming's pull up, no good. Rebound fought for into the hands of Hartley.
That's a foul on Fleming.
Fleming stole it, but then got it to Maiwen. Saved it to Edward Little. Approaching 4:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Iman drives into the post. No call. Both squads want a call. They're not going to get one.
No.
So it's time to adjust the way it's going to play, I guess. 52-50, 4:18 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And the officials are not even looking at coaches. Shea's wide open.
Shea's open for three in the corner. No good. Rebound Fleming. St. Pierre gets it over the timeline. Keniston back in with the 4 fouls.
Oh, good move.
Keniston, St. Pierre can't get it to go. Gets blocked. Maiwen with 2 blocks on that one. Norcross Plord with a basketball. Keniston almost got his 5th. Norcross Plord drives in. That foul be on Fleming. 3:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Edward Little looking to get a 4-point lead. They're up 52-50.
I think the 2 police officers are going to be a good idea here pretty soon.
Norcross Plord's first free throw was good. Bessie Motors player of the game coming up after this. Norcross Plord hits both free throws. Edward Little leads Oxford Hills 54-50. 3:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. St. Pierre works around a screen. It gets chipped by Fleming. Verrier in the corner. On the sidelines, gets bumped. Comes back out, tries to work off of a Fleming screen. He goes baseline. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Plord. Norcross Plord having a great game for Edward Little. 54-50, Edward Little leads Oxford Hills. 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Oxford Hills is, EL looks like they're intent to kind of slow the ball down and get some good ball movement.
EL working it around. Gibson with the basketball, now to Shea. Iman, 3 minutes remaining. 54-50, Edward Little. Iman, down low, Norcross Plord. Shea down low, blocked by Fleming with the left hand. Maiwen with it, into the corner for Iman, now out to Shea. He's open for 3. No good. Rebound, knocked around into the hands of Iman. Oxford Hills, those second chance opportunities. A steal by St. Pierre. Big defensive series there for Oxford Hills. Fleming with the basketball. Taken away by Gibson. Norcross Plord ends up with it. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Edward Little 54, Oxford Hills 50. Iman drives in and lost it out of bounds. No tees, apparently.
Not much of anything going on.
Not much of anything going on here.
The officials realized they extended halftime and thing, and they're like, man, we get paid per game. We got to get out of here.
We got to go. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 54-50, Edward Little over Oxford Hills. Oxford Hills needs to get a score here pretty quickly.
Good pass.
Nice pass down low.
Oh.
Carson got cracked by Maiwen. He bounces off the floor. He's okay. It's actually a bad foul. Not only does Carson take a shot, but Keniston was wide open off the play and laid it up and in.
Defenders tried blocking the shot. Well, one blocked the shot, one took down Carson.
Carson's first free throw, no good. See, it always happens in that situation. Maiwen comes out. Hartley in.
2 minutes ago.
Minute 52.
Interesting. See Coach Evans taking out Gibson and Maiwen.
Carson hits the second free throw, makes it a 3-point game. Vikings are going to pick up the defense here. Looks like they're going to go with a man-to-man.
Smart.
Norcross Plord with a minute 40 remaining. Hands it off to Iman. Verrier all over him. Iman's going to drive into the paint. Hangs, can't get it to go. Rebound Carson. Fleming with a basketball. Norcross Plord behind him. Fleming spins, drives baseline, goes up, lays it up and in under the basket. 54-53. Edward Little up by 1. A minute 20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Warren between the legs, crosses around Fleming. Hartley with a basketball. Keniston with 4 fouls.
Easy. Oh,
Mike Adams calls the timeout. I thought he had one too. I'm like, oh, is that going to be the... We'll leave it here.
He's got 4 fouls and he's reaching in.
Mike Adams calls the timeout. It'll be a full timeout. 54-53 with 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Bessie Motors player of the game coming up after this. I'll tell you who has the possession arrow here momentarily when the official slides on out of the way.
Yeah.
I believe it's Edward Little with the possession arrow. 5 team fouls on Edward Little, 6 team fouls on Oxford Hills. The next one on Oxford Hills will send Edward Little to the 1-on-1 bonus. Oxford Hills girls have already won. They've beaten Edward Little.
Twice this year.
Have a safe ride home, hopefully.
Girls sweep. Oxford Hills girls sweep EL this year.
That's a good move by Fleming down low. The dipsy-do, as I was.
Yes. If he would have went up the other side, he probably would have got fouled and not called. So, great take by Fleming to go up and under between 2 defenders with the left.
I can't take credit for the dipsy-do. The MBR Godfather actually just texted that one in. So, minute 11 remaining in the fourth quarter. 54-53 Edward Little over Oxford Hills. Full timeout for Mike Adams' squad. Coach Graffam talking to his squad still. Morin, Iman, Hartley, Shea, and Norcross Plord for Edward Little. Carson, Keniston, St. Pierre, Verrier, and Fleming for the Vikings. Hartley's going to have to inbound it soon, and does. Gets it to Iman. 54-53 Edward Little. Over to Norcross Plord.
Makes you wonder if they're even going to take a shot.
Iman almost lost it, almost left the ball behind him.
Oh, a very dangerous pass.
Seems like a couple of dangerous passes here. 50 seconds remaining. Verrier's going to call for the foul. Now that will send Iman to the line for the 1-and-1. Very important front end of the 1-and-1 coming up here for Edward Little. Up 54-53 with 48 seconds remaining.
I don't know if I'd foul Iman. I think I'd maybe go for Hartley, but we'll see.
Iman's first free throw. Good. 55-53, 48.3 remaining. Edward Little with a lead over Oxford Hills.
Very important that Oxford Hills doesn't come down and just take a garbage shot. There's 48 seconds to go. You want to make sure they get a good shot off.
3-point lead for Edward Little. It's 56-53. 40 seconds remaining. St. Pierre to Fleming. Definitely the 2 guys you want with the basketball. Carson with it. Verrier in the corner. St. Pierre was open for a little bit. Verrier almost lost it. Tries to get it to Keniston. Keniston gets it, saves it, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for into the hands of Gibson. And foul on Fleming. They'll send Gibson to the line. Someone is not happy.
Letting the officials know.
Letting it know. Letting them know. They weren't a fan. In and out.
Now you got to go.
Got to find St. Pierre Verrier open for a 3.
Call a timeout.
Edward Little knows it too. Fleming to tie. Hit it!
Oh, they only
They
gave
pulled it
a 2.
a 2!
Wow.
1.4, and they call it a two-pointer. We'll watch the replay. I wish I could show it to you. Here it is.
Looks like a 3 to me.
Looks like a 3 to me.
Wow.
Woo!
Looks like a 3 to us.
Coach Graffitt's pointing to us saying, look at the replay. And they're like, no, we can't look at the replay.
I mean, Matthew's like, wow.
It's never easy with Edward Little. So 2.2 seconds remaining.
That's not good.
So you're either going to have to steal it.
Now what I would say to the fans is if we had a couch, we might be able to pull some strings.
Exactly. You know, if we had a couch, we'd be able to do something. But no, not tonight. Goodness gracious.
If you're Oxford, you got to foul right now before the ball even gets inbounded.
And also, if you're St. Pierre, you don't want to turn your back completely.
So you just let a whole second on.
Now Iman's going to go to the line. Now, if he misses the first free throw, that's
over.
it.
Yeah.
So you got to hope that he hits both if you're an Oxford Hills fan.
I mean,
so that you at least get time to do something.
Right. Because if he misses, you really got to catch, maybe a dribble and toss. So unless you got some Steph Currys here.
A controversial call at the end of the game might be the difference in this one.
I don't know how you could even call that.
Hits the first free throw, 57-55. Iman hits it. 58-55, and Oxford Hills, with 1.4 seconds remaining, trails by 3. We'll keep it right here. Full timeout. Now, timeouts in high school don't do the whole thing where you can't advance anything.
Right.
So do you just whip it in as fast as you possibly can into the front court and call another timeout here?
If he's got one, yes. You know, Coach Gagne had to play like that when we were in college because when I was there, they didn't have that advancing. So he used to call it the T-play where we just set a bunch of screens every which way and catch the ball at half court. And you really, if you do it correctly, you only take off a couple tenths of a second. And that gives you a better opportunity. So if not, you really got to catch the ball close to half court to get a decent-sized shot. Because you only got a 1.4, or is that 1.9?
1.4. You can get a shot off in 0.3 seconds if it's a tip.
Right.
A half second if it's just kind of a heave.
Yeah. But if you're EL, you know, there's always that thing of, do you foul? I would say no, but.
Carson is going to inbound. And now Edward Little takes a timeout. A little gamesmanship here, trying to find out what's happening.
They wanted to see what was going on, and it looked like they were going to set a screen and have St. Pierre catch on the run. Let's see if he changes that up. Maybe go the opposite way.
Or flip sides of the court.
Yeah.
You can watch a replay of this one afterwards.
I'm sure the Oxford Hills fans all will be watching the replay.
Yes.
At least the last minute of the game.
According to that replay, it looked like he was on the outside of the three-point line. I mean, it wasn't super indisputable, but
he's got big feet. That's the only thing we could. I mean, he's got a size.
He has Fleming feet.
Yeah,
so.
He's got size 16 hoof on him. So that's. I mean, from the replay that we see, he was behind the three-point line, but we obviously are
horribly biased. Yes,
and we're biased.
Yes, so that's how that works.
And the official was right there.
Right.
But if he was on the line, it was a toenail.
58-55.
He'll be cutting his toenails after this game.
Carson's going to inbound. Baseball pass screen. Batted away. And that'll do it. Very controversial ending. Bessie Motors player of the game on the way. Edward Little 58, Oxford Hills 55. We'll have more on the way. Maine's Big Z 92.7, the Ox 96.9 AM 1450. Video stream at MBR.org. I want to thank our sponsors one more time on the video side of things, of course. Again, your final score, Edward Little 58, Oxford Hills 55. We'll be back on the radio side of things in just a moment. Video stream presented by OA. We're in the Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth. Full list of our sponsors online. Just go to mbr.org. Bessie Motors Player of the Game on the way. Welcome back. Maine's Big Z 92.7, the Ox 96.9 AM 1450. Final score, Edward Little 58, Oxford Hills 55. Looked like Matt Fleming had tied it at 56 with an apparent three-pointer, but the official, who had a different angle than we did from the back, said that Fleming was had his foot on the line. Edward Little got 2 free throws to make it a 3-point margin of victory, and that wrapped it up. Hand it over to John Gills for the scoring update, and then I'll get the Bessie Motors Player of the Game.
For EO, we had Tyler Morin with 4, Wool May Wen with 6, CJ Gibson with 4, Scimitar Eamon with 15, Grant Hartley with 1, Darby Shea with 11, team high 17 for Jared Norcross Plord. For the Vikings, Colveria with 7, Colton Carson with 3, Chris St. Pierre with 15, Yannick Lutska with 2, Matreo Keniston with 4, team high 24 for Matt Fleming.
Chris St. Pierre will be your Bessie Motors Player of the Game tonight. Thought he played very well for the Vikings. Think you could make a case for Colton Carson as well.
Yes.
And also Matt Fleming. You can always make a case for Matt Fleming.
Yep.
Again, your final score, Edward Little 58, Oxford Hills 55. One more game for Oxford Hills will be taken on Levitt tomorrow, weather permitting, probably Friday because Mother Nature hates us. Again, your final score, Edward Little 58, Oxford Hills 55. We'll catch you next time on Maine's Big Z and the Ox and MBR.org.